Life Academy would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we record this podcast on.
Trigger warning for this episode, we discuss adult themes, body image, diet culture, and it contains some coarse language, so please be aware if you have little ears around.
Hello
And welcome to Life Academy.
I'm your host, Dena Amy Kaplan.
And I'm your host, Alicia Bannett.
On-screen frenemies.
To real life besties.
Stumbling and tumbling our way through life.
I loved how sing-songy we were in that little bit there. And do you know what? Again, because it's not your normal episode. I feel like every episode that we do that's not like your normal average ep, we do just a little bit more
We've just got a little more sparkle or something.
A little bit more sparkle. I think
It's
that's
just
a
a
good way
little
to
more
put it.
rogue. We don't
Bit
know
more
where-
magic.
Yeah, I love it. I love our bonus eps.
Me too.
So today's ep, our bonus ep, we are going to answer some more of your burning questions. You guys are amazing and have sent in so many questions.
So many good ones.
Like so many. And we actually said make them interesting this time.
And you did.
And you did.
Yeah.
You didn't just ask about Sammy and Abigail or Kat and Christian. You actually gave us some
Are you
really...
still friends with Zhenya?
Are you still friends with Xenia? Yes, we are. We love her. She's just off the grid, as we said in our last one. But yeah, so we are just should we just get straight into it?
Let's get straight into it.
Burning questions, part 2.
Do you want me to ask you a question first?
Sure.
Okay.
By the way, we have not rehearsed this and we don't know what each other is going to ask.
Yeah. Alrighty. At what moment in your mental health journey did you realize you were feeling/getting better?
Oh, wow. That's a really good question. I think, I've kind of said this in the past, but like, I think my partner, Alex, is like the best and most beautiful reflection of the work I've done to be where I am in a very healthy, safe, loving relationship. And I guess when he and I started dating was when I started to see like, oh, wow, I've really learnt a lot and I'm doing a lot better. Like I have really good boundaries and I really know my limits, and I was just not feeling depressed, and like I wasn't having panic attacks anymore, and I was sleeping better. And I think when I met him, I think I started to realize like, this journey and this road has been huge, and now I think I'm through the worst of it. And I think that was sort of the point I realized.
Being able to communicate in a relationship differently. And
This is better. This feels different. This feels safe. This feels good. And I feel like with mental health, it's like always a journey, and you never know when you're like better. So that's a really great question.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I got to a point where I'm like, I'm not surviving anymore. I'm living again.
Yeah.
I'm not suffering. I'm able to be back in life again.
Yeah. That's a good one actually, where it's just like, because some days when you're in it, it's just surviving.
Just survival.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when you go from surviving back to living and you're out of that fight or flight mode, I think that's a good indication that things are improving.
Nice. Good answer.
Thanks. Good question. All right. Alicia. Oh my God, I love that one, but I won't ask you funniest sex story, but I already know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this one. Baby girl names you loved but didn't use.
Oh my God. Honestly, we had Isla from like almost the very beginning. There was one other name. I've got to try and think of what it was, but Zach had told one of his mates and he was like, oh, that's shit. So we ended up changing it. Oh, it was...
He can't say it now. It's going to be someone's kid's name and Zach's just called it shit.
Okay, yeah, I won't say it.
No, I'm joking.
But it was something super duper cute though. It was something that was cute that honestly I think I'm glad we didn't end up naming Isla, because it would kind of like pigeonhole her into probably being a little bit more of like a surfer girl, not as like, it wouldn't open up as, because I think sometimes if you think like
certain names.
Certain names can kind of like pigeonhole you a little bit.
Interesting.
And like, it was a really cool kind of hip, cute name. Hip and cute. Look at me. I feel so
You're
old.
so cool.
So cool. Yeah, but it was a little, it would have suited her so very much and how she is, but I am glad that we did go with Isla.
Can I guess?
Anyway. Yeah.
Was it Daisy?
No, Daisy's great though. I really love that name.
I thought that might be on your
I'm trying to think of
list.
what it was. It was like it wasn't Scout, but it was something
Oh,
kind of
that's
similar
cute.
to that.
That's really
Yeah,
cute.
it was actually this this guy and his daughter do like a little podcast, and I've seen their memes. She's got these like ringlets, and he has these ringlets, and really, really cute. I can't remember, but gorgeous little girl and adorable name. But I think Isla's so perfect for Isla.
Isla's perfect for Isla.
Yeah. What about for you guys?
I had very high on my list River.
Oh yeah, I loved River too, but Zach wasn't on board with River.
Yeah, River was very high on my list. Alex didn't mind it, but he preferred Maya.
Yeah.
What else? I love like season names. Like I love summer.
Yeah.
I love August.
Beautiful.
I love April.
Nice.
I love all those kind of names.
There was actually a name that I saw a lot. Actually, a couple of names that I saw a lot that I didn't like when I first heard, and then I started to really like. I was like, these are cute. Goldie and Coco.
Coco. That's cute.
Because I met a little girl named Coco, and I was like, I didn't think I'd like the name, and then I saw her, and I was like, you are so perfect, and like the
that's
name
really
Coco
cute.
suited her so perfect. It was very sweet.
That's very cute.
Yeah. If you guys could have added a storyline to your characters in DA, what would it have been?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like we had so many storylines. Like
Yeah.
over 3 seasons in a movie, there was like so
much.
many story arcs. Oh gosh. I don't know, probably something like fun with Kat and Abigail would have been
Yeah,
cool.
that
Like
would have been fun.
Like a bit of a like bestie reunion where they just like have a moment of like becoming really good friends, and they like, I don't know, go out, and it would have been cool in the movie, I think.
It would have
Kat
been
and
cool, I
Abigail-
think, to go deeper into some of the other characters. Like rewatching it now, I see that there's so much work that we did on our characters that would have been really cool to see, like the behind the scenes of
Sure.
like their stories.
Yeah.
Because you see so much of Tara's stories and her thought processes and everything, and it's really
Yeah.
beautiful. And you kind of get like the surface level of the other characters. Like for Kat, I think there's so much behind the scenes. I think even in like season 3 especially, like there's a lot going on for her. She even has like an eating disorder that she goes through, and there's a lot of like mental health stuff after Sammy's death, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
So I think going deeper into everyone else's stories could have been really
cool.
Yeah.
For a while, Samantha Strauss, our writer-creator, and I joked that there would be a spin-off show about Abigail.
Yes.
And like it would be
It
a
would have been
spin-off
so-
series where like we follow Abigail's journey through the company and stuff.
I wish.
That would have been really cool. Yeah, I wish
that would have been
too.
sick. That would have been
Yeah.
sick. I remember you guys talking about that. I
Yeah.
feel like Sam was actually really keen to do that.
I think I don't know. I got very excited at the prospect of it, but I think it was just a bit of a joke. But yeah, it would have been very cool to have an Abigail spin-off series where it like is about the company and like professional dancing and that sort of thing. That would have been cool. But I would have liked to have seen more of Kat and Abby, like, because like I think there was hints all the time of their friendship
Yeah.
being there and like actually really loving each other, but like we never really explored how
get to
deep
that
it was.
point. Yeah.
So that would have been cool.
Yeah. I think it didn't feel like it while we were filming because we had our outside friendship.
Yeah.
And so it didn't feel like we were missing out on anything. But yeah, watching it back, there's so many moments where Abigail like wholeheartedly like sticks up for Kat, like if you break her heart, I'll break you kind of thing. Like very sweet stuff that Abigail does. And like Kat never gets to that point of just being like, don't you dare hurt Abigail, which I'm really
would've been
sad about. Would have
cute.
been nice to see like their friendship.
Yeah, a reunion of their friendship. Yeah. Okay. Did you just ask or did I?
I asked that.
You
Yeah.
asked. Okay. What is something you definitely want to do before you die?
Oh, everything.
I know.
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to. It always kind of, I feel like, comes down. I've got 2 big dreams in my life, and that's my career and acting kind of dreams and creative dreams, and then like my family dreams. I so badly I want to have more kids, and
How many more?
I'd love to have another. Ideally, I'd probably love to have another 2.
Oh my gosh.
I would, God, I wish I could have like 6 kids. I think having a big family would be so amazing. But I just
6.
I'm probably being a bit dramatic, but I'd love to have. One of my dreams is to one day just be a full-on adult. I've got my adult children and my grandchildren at my house for a dinner, and like it just feels so happy and full of love and warm, and like that's just a huge dream that I have of just that family life.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And then career-wise, I mean, there's so much that I want to do with this podcast with you. There's so much that I want to do acting-wise still. Like, there's a lot creatively that...
What would be a dream acting role? Like, would it be in a drama? Would it be in a comedy? Would it be film or TV?
Oh gosh, I've got a few different kind of dreams acting-wise. Like, I love the comedy side of things and like the rom-com sort of world, but I also love like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Like, I love a fantasy world. And every time I see a fantasy series come out that then like doesn't get picked up for a second season or a third season, I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'd love to do something like one of those for sure.
Cool.
There's so much acting wise because there's so many different people I'd want to portray and like do justice to their stories. So it's kind of hard with that. What about you?
What do I want to do before I die?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to answer. But yeah, I feel like I'm similar. Like, family would be the biggest thing. Like, I would love to have another child.
Just
but
one?
Only one more. Yeah. I don't think I could do more than two.
That's what I mean. I don't know, like my body, in terms of my body and like my age and like mental health and stuff, I don't know if I'd be able to do more than two.
Yeah, I don't see myself having more than two kids.
Yeah.
I feel like my capacity is at two.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing, like having a beautiful family with Alex and just raising, two kids would be a beautiful dream. Travel-wise, like there's things I want to do. Like I really want to do the Kruger National Park and like all the safaris in Africa. And I want to go back to South Africa and do like volunteer work and help out there in the townships. I've always wanted to do that. And career-wise, like there's so much I want to do with, my degree that I'm studying now. I want to help people, and I see myself having like a practice one day. Like, have you seen the TV show Shrinking?
No.
It's really good. It's very funny. It's on Apple, but it's Jason Segel, and he's like a therapist, and he works in
Oh my God.
He works in a clinic, and it's like three of them, and they're all just so funny, and like they've got this awesome clinic, and I just see myself there with like Tammy, who we've had on the podcast, and like just having a really cool practice and helping people and working with people. Definitely would love to do some more acting.
Yeah.
I've been writing a 40 under 40 list.
Nice.
Where I've been, things I want to do before I'm 40. There's so much I want to do with the podcast as well. I want us to expand and go on the road and tour and, meet our OGs and do all amazing stuff with the potty and get as creative as we can with it.
I know. The possibilities. Isn't it exciting? Possibilities.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. My turn.
No, you just asked that question, didn't you?
No, you did.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
You asked that question.
Okay, sorry. Your turn.
That's a silly question, but like, no, I'm not going to ask that.
I'll ask it.
It's just another Dance Academy one. Was the food at the cafe on Dance Academy good or bad?
Guys, it's not a real cafe.
It's not real.
It was a set.
Who was the rowdiest cast member?
Xenia.
No, she was so good.
She's pretty rowdy. She's a rowdy gal.
As she got older, she was a rowdy gal.
I don't know. What does rowdy mean?
Rowdy. Like you.
Really?
Yeah, like rowdy. How do I define rowdy? I suppose like naughty, like
cheeky.
Like cheeky. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably me.
Yeah.
Or Tom Green.
Yeah,
maybe.
I was going to say maybe Tom Green.
Yeah.
Rowdy.
Also Xenia. Sorry. 5 things that got better and 5 things that got worse with getting older.
Oh.
If you can't think of 5, give us like 3, because 5's a lot.
Okay. Something that got better as I got older. My confidence.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, that's a weird one, I think, because in some ways I'm definitely way more confident, and then in other ways I'm less confident. I would probably say just confidence in myself and my power of like just being a woman for sure has like skyrocketed, especially since becoming a mum. Like I'm not afraid to speak up more and have boundaries, and for sure that's gotten better. But then like my confidence in and I suppose this has never been fabulous, but I think it was better when I was younger because I didn't necessarily care what I looked like, but I care more about what I look like now.
Yeah.
Like I see the wrinkles that are coming in and I want to get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like that's something that when I was older, I was like, like being the way that I am now, when I was younger, I would have already gotten Botox and all those things when I was younger to like prevent all these things from happening. But now, like that's me now, where I'm like, oh, I should have done all those things when I was younger, but I didn't care. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like it'll be aging and it'll be great and I'll be happy with that. But I'm different now. It's really strange. So that's gotten like that's one thing that's easier but harder at the same time. Another thing that got easier. This is a really interesting one that I remember being like, and I saw my goddaughter do this the other day as well. Ordering at a cafe, and I remember being a teenager and like being so nervous to order at a cafe, just like being shy to talk to someone. Like, and I never really thought about that when I was a teenager, but I had this huge like light bulb memory of being the same when I was a teenager. My goddaughter, I went to a cafe with her and we were ordering, and she goes, oh no, can you order for me? Like I looked at her, the person who was like writing it down, sort of looked at her. She's like, oh no, can you do it? And I was like, yeah, of course I can. But it was so interesting. I remember kind of being similar when I was younger. I'd get my mum to like order all the things, and yeah.
So it falls under confidence again, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's probably all I can think of at the moment without taking up too much time. What about you?
Relationships got better.
Yeah.
Like definitely, like this is the best relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And it's like really loving and safe. I'd say sex got better because like
Nice.
I became more confident in what I wanted and like willing to speak about it.
And when I find as well, like the more you're in love and the more that you connect with someone, like the better it is.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
What else? My boundaries got better as I got older. My friendships got better. I feel like in the past they were like based on the wrong things. And now like the people in my life and the friends in my life, like everyone who is at Maya's party, you know, like it's like my core like best friends. They're like the people who really know me. Whereas before it was like a little bit like smoke and mirrors a bit, you know. I feel like my friendships now are really solid and I've just got amazing women, particularly in my life. My relationship with my parents got better as I got older.
Nice.
Yeah, especially like having a child and seeing them as grandparents. I feel like that got better.
Yeah, that's special.
Yeah, it's really special. What got worse? My pain levels. Like I never dealt with this much injuries and pain when I was younger. So like just getting old and being sore all the time
Body
and being
breaking
injured.
down.
Yeah, my back. So that's definitely gotten worse. What else has gotten worse? My tolerance for bullshit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I like
don't have
that.
much tolerance for, like, I'm just like, if it's not authentic and it's not, like, I can just see through things that, I think before, like, I was very easily influenced and would just see the best in everyone and fall for things. And now, like, I see through people's shit straight away and I'm just like, I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that a lot.
Trying to think. What got worse? Sadly, my dancing. Like, I wish I could dance the way I used to, but I just can't. Like, even when I teach, like, it hurts. Like, my body hurts. So, yeah, that got worse.
I feel you on that. That's absolutely something that got worse for me. Nice.
Probably the way I look, because I feel like I used to be way hotter than I am now.
Dena Kaplan, please.
So that got worse. That went downhill a little bit.
I beg to differ. Thank
Oh my
you
God.
so much. What? Have you
Okay.
seen yourself?
Oh, Shush.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you shush. You
You
shush. That's
shush.
exactly right. You are the
You
most
shush.
stunning woman. You always have been. You always will be.
Shush your mouth now.
Good God. What is your first core memory from your childhood, happy or sad?
I won't talk about my sad one because it's a bit traumatic.
Uh-huh.
But my happy one was my birthday party. I don't know how old I was turning, but everyone was there and everyone was dressed up and we were in a circle. We were maybe playing pass the parcel. And
Yeah.
I remember my cake really well. It was like this delicious cake that we used to get made at our school.
Nice.
And I just remember my birthday party in my house in South Africa. I remember it really well.
I love that.
What about you?
Cute. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a core memory, but just one of my first ever memories is of like being in my pram. And I remember the street because like it's close to where my parents live, and I have this memory of like sitting up in my pram and seeing like a pram across the road and like waving to the baby in the other pram. And I don't know if that's like my first real memory, but it's in there and it feels so real. And like I remember having like the little bit that the little like handle that I would pull myself up on the pram. It's such a strange, yeah, it was like a real, I feel like that's my first ever memory.
Yeah, it sounds quite young as well.
It feels really, really young. Like I was a proper baby in like a proper baby pram, not even a stroller, but I don't know,
Wow.
very strange.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Are there any dreams you have needed to let go of?
Lots of dreams that I've needed to let go of. I think it's one of those things of it's hard to kind of articulate properly. I think like the way that you think your dreams will happen, that's more of what I've needed to let go of. Like having a plan and having to grieve that. Like there's been lots of times, I suppose, of, for example, like going to America and having that dream of like, getting a job there and
Making it in Hollywood.
yeah, making it in Hollywood, and then COVID hit and losing everything while I was over there in terms of all of my savings and coming home and literally having nothing to be able to like start my life with. I wasn't able to rent a place here in Australia. I had to like go back to living with my parents, and I lost everything. So I had to grieve. And at that point too, I was like, my visa's done. Like I'm never going to get a job in America ever again. I really had to grieve that. And at the time I thought I was grieving, I suppose, the dream of ever making it in Hollywood. But I think as I've gotten older, like I sort of realized you don't have to grieve that. Like that could happen at any point in my life.
Yeah.
But it's letting go and grieving the part of the way that I planned it.
Yes. Yeah. How you thought it would go.
Of like happening at this age, and like planning out I would get, a job at this point, and then I'd get married, and then I'd have babies, and then, live happily ever after. Like they're the things that I grieve.
You've changed up the order of things.
Yeah, that's it. And I think it is purely just like getting older and realizing that I don't have to let go of any of the dreams that I do have. Like they can still happen. They might not. And as time goes along, maybe I'll grieve them as well. But I really do think like what's meant for me will come for me, and it'll come in the way that it's meant to come. So yeah. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like as a dancer, a professional dancer, like you give up a lot of your dreams pretty, like I feel like when I retired from dancing professionally, I gave up my lifelong dream, and that I still grieve that now. Like I miss dancing so much, but my body just can't do it. And I think like dancing on Broadway was always a dream of mine, and I got so close to it and it didn't happen, and I've given up on that again. Like I'm never gonna dance on Broadway. Like it's just not gonna happen.
You wouldn't be able to dance the way that you envisioned. You'd be able to dance, but it doesn't mean that
I don't think I'm ever gonna be on Broadway, and I got very close to it, and it's something I always wanted. So I think I've let go of that. I think also maybe like how big of a DJ I wanted to be, and like how much I could have potentially blown up that career. I've had to give up because the lifestyle didn't work for me, and you know, I wasn't really cut out for all the touring and all that sort of stuff. So I think I've given up that. But the thing that makes me like feel grief the most, like, is definitely the dancing thing. Like when I go watch like musical theater and when I go watch the ballet, like I feel grief and I feel so sad that I can't do it anymore. And I just wish that my body was still, like, I've got friends my age who are still dancing in shows. They're doing like Hamilton and stuff. And I'm just like, fuck, I wish my body could do that.
Actually, ballet was probably one that I did genuinely have to.
I had to give that up.
I had to grieve. I gave that up. Like the idea of being a prima ballerina and being on a stage. Because I like every time I go to the ballet,
I get so emotional. I sob.
It's so beautiful. And that's, again, it's one of those things of just creatively, like that's so much of why I want to do it. I want to be the person that's on the stage affecting someone and making them cry in the audience.
Totally. I feel that way with music theatre. Like, it really...
Yeah, I wonder if this happens to anyone else, but I know it definitely would happen to you. Anytime I'm in the audience of a musical, of a musical, like I'm sobbing. I'm like the music and the singing. I'm like, it makes me cry.
Theatre kills me. Makes me cry so much.
I fucking love it so much.
Me too.
Tell us as well. Like, I want to know.
Yeah. Do you guys get the goosebumps and do you get the tears?
Do you cry?
Yeah.
Like I fully can't help but cry. I remember watching Wicked. In the theatre and then also at the movie theatre.
Yeah.
And just like bawling.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
It's so, it's very...
Everyone I was with was crying when I saw Wicked, and like they weren't all theatre kids.
Yeah.
So,
interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting. Anyway.
Well, sadly, that's all we have time for, but there will be a part 3 because
there'll be plenty. There's so many questions.
You guys have said so many questions. What we're doing is saving them all, and then we'll just randomly pick them out, like a random question generator.
Yeah.
But
like
thank you guys so much.
Thank you for joining us. We hope that you got a little bit more insight into our lives. And we love you so much.
We love you guys. Bell's about to ring.
Take it
Bye.
easy.